We're adjourned.
Okay. Good evening. Some new faces here, so I'll introduce myself. I'm Dr. Barb Zaborowski. I'm the librarian here at the community college. I've been here forever, literally forever. For 20 years now, I've been here.
You came with the building.
I did come with the building. Yeah, and before the building. I don't know if any of you realize or know how the genealogy collection got here. Do you know how it got here? Does anybody remember?
From Wimber.
It was an interesting story. The Wimber Public Library, it was down at the Wimber Public Library for many, many years. And when the college started in 1994, I got a letter in the mail from Connie Martin saying that the Johnstown area, it had a different name back then. It was the Johnstown area, Wimber Johnstown, was looking for a new home. And they had sent this letter out to all the other libraries in the area, to the University of Pittsburgh at Johnstown, to the Cambria County Library, to the, we were brand new at the time, to Penn Highlands. And at that time, I was at the Hiram G. Andrews Center, the college was in its infancy. I didn't have much of a library collection, and I thought, wow, this would be great, because I don't have a collection, and I would never in my lifetime be able to amass this much history. So I wrote back and I made her an offer. I said, I'll tell you what, I'll give you a space, I'll give you a secure space, you can meet here, I'll give you a website, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't hear anything for a while, like time passed. I thought, oh, they probably went to UPJ or somewhere else. Lo and behold, she writes me back and she said, you win. Nobody else wants us. I'm like, what? I said, how can that be? And they said, well, the Cambria County Library wouldn't put the collection in a secure location. They were just going to put it out in the general circulating. And UPJ didn't want it because it would have had to gone through Pitt, Maine, and been cataloged down there and everything. So I guess by default, I got you. And I've had you ever since for like 20 years now. It's hard to believe. So it's been interesting. We were always at Hiram G. Andrews, and from Hiram G. Andrews, we only made 2 other moves. We moved to Johnstown Vo-Tech at one point and then to our home here. And I was able to give you a pretty nice space here that we're going to take a look at in a little bit. But what I want to do first, and I got to tell you, I'm a little nervous because this is like preaching to the choir here. To talk about genealogy research with a genealogy society, I don't know. You guys might be able to tell me a few things. But what I thought I would do is, I'm going to pass you out a handout that we're going to talk about. I'm going to do some online demonstrations for you, some resources that you may or may not know about that are tied to this area. And then we're going to go up and take a look at the room and talk about some of the physical collection that's up there. See, I was anticipating a big crowd. I printed 30 of these. So what I want to talk about just real quick is, we have a microfilm collection, of course. I listed here some of our more popular microfilm. We do have some old copies of the census, but now that everything is on Ancestry, no one really looks at the old census on microfilm anymore. Why would you when you can keyword search it online? But we do have all the Johnstown city directories. Several years ago, we had some grant money available, so I went out and I bought all the city directories online on microfilm that we didn't have a hard copy for. That's why it says in there hard copies from 1993 to the present. But I bought everything from 1884 up to 1993. So all the city directories are up there on microfilm. And believe it or not, the city directories come in really handy. I actually used one today. I got an email from a woman who's looking for a guy by the name of Sarsfield Burns. He was from Hollidaysburg, died in Johnstown. She can't find him. She found a death notice in the Altoona Tribune from 1903. She's trying to find him. It referenced the Johnstown Democrat. So I went to the Democrat, looked through the Democrat, couldn't find the original reference to his death, went to the city directories. Unfortunately, there isn't a 1902 city directory. He wasn't in 1903, in case he passed away in 1903, and he wasn't in 1901, so I wasn't able to help her much today, but hopefully we're going to send her up to the courthouse and she'll be able to find his death record there. So city directories, very handy sometimes to track where people lived, what they were doing, especially if they were in Johnstown working in the mines or the mills. They'd be in different houses all over the place. There would be laborers one year listed, they'd be something else listed another year. So it's always interesting to check the city directory, so we do have those. I also was able to get a copy of, this is the Mother Bethel AME church records. I know Elaine has used these in doing some of her African American history. Mother Bethel was the original church that was started in Philadelphia in 1760 by Reverend Richard Allen, and I just forgot the name of the other guy. Jones, Absalom Jones, started the Mother Bethel AME Church. They were for free blacks. These are all of their church records for all of the AME churches. Everything stemmed from Mother Bethel. So they're all on microfilm. I mean, they're record books, you know, there's no index to them, which makes it a little rough, but they are in there chronologically, so you can go in and take a look at those.